Good morning, students. So, children, today we are revising this chapter 21, Neural Control and Coordination. Earlier, we have studied one chapter, and that is related with endocrine glands and how these endocrine glands and hormones they are involved in the transmission of messages. So, this chapter is somewhat related to that. So, what we are going to study in this chapter, first of all, we know about neural system. The word neural system is used for nervous system only. Okay, but the next is human neural system. What are the components of human neural system or nervous system? And then all of you know, you have studied in your lower classes that the structural and functional unit of your nervous system is neurons. So here I will tell you about neurons, what is the diagram, and what are the components of these neurons. Then we will study about central neural system. You know that central neural system, this term is used for brain and spinal cord and the different parts of the brain and what are the specific functions these parts actually play for brain. Okay, in the last we will discuss about reflex action and what is reflex arc. Children, we will not do sensory organs because these are not in syllabus. Okay, now listen to me carefully, dear children. So what is given in the introduction, as all of you know that we humans are multicellular organisms and all of you know that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. So in multicellular organism, what happens? These cells, they later form tissues and tissues, they form organs and organs later join together and form organ systems. So these organ systems in our body, they always worked in a coordinated manner. Why they are working in coordinated manner? Because they have to maintain homeostasis of your body. So students, what do you mean by the term coordination here? So coordination is actually a process in which different type of organs they interact with each other and they are also complementing the function of each other. One example we will give you in 10th standard also. Suppose some person is doing a physical exercise. All of you know when we are doing a physical exercise, what happens? Suddenly the demand of energy increases in our body. So to fulfill that demand or increased energy for your muscles, your body, do some specific things. First of all, what happened? All of a sudden, oxygen supply is increased in your body, and if your body need more oxygen, this means your rate of respiration will definitely increase, and as a result what happen, heartbeat will also increase because more blood has to be entered into your blood by blood vessels. Now what happen if you stop that exercise? All of these things which are earlier involved in dealing with this energy demand, for example, activities of your nerves, your lungs, your heart, your kidney, all of them, they now become relaxed. So what you see that different organs, they worked in a coordinated manner, and in this way during the vigorous exercise, they are fulfilling your energy demand, and when your energy demand is fulfilled and you stop doing exercise, all of these organs, they become relaxed. So what you have studied here, that neural system is playing a significant role, and what is the basic difference between the neural system and the endocrine system, which we have studied earlier. As you know, neural system is concerned with neurons or nerve fibers. And in case of endocrine system, hormones, they are playing a significant role. So all of you know what are these hormones. These hormones are actually called as chemical messengers. They are certain chemicals which are produced in trace amount, and these chemicals, they finally reaches their target organs and they convey certain messages to their target organs, and the target organs, they perform accordingly. So in case of endocrine system, endocrine glands are there, their chemical secretion hormones are there, and these hormones, they are wholly solely responsible for the transmission of messages. Now what is a neural system? A neural system is quite different from the endocrine system, because in case of a neural system, what happened? In neural system, the messages, they are actually transmitted in the form of nerve impulses through neurons, which are the structural and functional unit of your nervous system. Okay, students. And another thing is the endocrine system always show a long lasting effect, whereas a neural system shows an effect that is short lived. And another disadvantage of this neural system is that there are so many closed spaces in your body where the nerves cannot be easily entered. So, though the effect of the nerve impulses, they are very quick, but sometimes these nerve impulses or neurons or nerve fibers, they are not able to innervate some closed spaces in your body. So this is the major disadvantage. Otherwise, the endocrine system, as you know that hormones, they are actually the chemical secretions. So these hormones can easily diffuse through the closed spaces and their effect is long lasting. So now in this chapter, we are only dealing with the neural system. What are the basic components? How your nerve fibers, they carry nerve impulses, and what is the role of neurons. And we will also tell you about the different parts of the brain as well as their functions. So proceeding with the next page, children, here it is given neural system. So as you know, I have discussed with you, neural system is actually a term that is used for the nervous system. You have studied different type of phylums in chapter 4 Animal Kingdom. So here he said that depending upon organism, whether it is a simplest type of organism or a complex type of organism, its neural system is also a simplest one or an advanced one. So children, as you know, neurons are the basic units. So these neurons, what actually they do, they detect the information which they actually receive from the environment, and then they transmit this information or stimuli to different parts of your body by connecting with other neurons. Okay, students. So as I have used one term, stimuli. The stimuli may be biological, it may be physical stimuli, it may be a chemical stimuli. All of you have studied about this in your lower classes. So here I am discussing that if we are talking about a lower invertebrate, for example, Hydra, which is the simplest type of organism. So here in case of Hydra, only a network of neuron is there. And if we are talking about phylum Arthropoda class Insecta, so here in case of insects, brain is also present along with the number of ganglions and neural tissues are also there. But if we are talking about subphylum Vertebrata, so this subphylum Vertebrata have a more developed type of neural system. And we all comes under these vertebrates. Okay, proceeding with human neural system. As you know, children, that human neural system is broadly divided into two parts. First is called as the central neural system and another is called as the peripheral neural system. Children's central neural system, it consists of brain and your spinal cord. As you know that your brain and your spinal cord is actually the site of information processing as well as control. So here the information what you received through your nerves, it get processed as well as control of certain actions that will also take place in your brain as well as your spinal cord. Now, what is peripheral nervous system? So, these peripheral nervous system is actually consist of nerves that are associated with your central nervous system. I have discussed that central nervous system, two things are there. One is brain and another is spinal cord. So, what are the nerves of this peripheral nervous system? So, this peripheral nervous system, it consists of two types of nerve fibers. One are called as efferent fibers and another are called as efferent fibers. Children, what are efferent nerve fibers? So these efferent nerve fibers, they actually transmit impulses from tissues or organs. And then these impulses, which are carrying from tissues and organs, they are finally enter into the central nervous system. And what is the efferent fibers? So these efferent fibers, they are actually transmitting certain regulatory impulses which they receive from the central nervous system, and they send it to the peripheral tissue or the target tissue or the target organ. So children, peripheral nervous system is further divided into two types. It may be somatic neural system and it may be autonomic neural system. बेटा somatic neural system जो होता है, it relay impulses from central nervous system. Central nervous system से impulses लेके जाता है and skeletal muscles के पास पहुंचाता है. आपको मालूम है, your skeletal muscles are your voluntary muscles. ठीक है, they can move according to your will. एंड अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं ऑटोनॉमिक न्यूरल सिस्टम की, तो ऑटोनॉमिक न्यूरल सिस्टम इम्पल्सेस रिसीव करता है सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम से, मींस ब्रेन या स्पाइनल कॉर्ड से, एंड ये इम्पल्सेस फिर कहाँ पहुंचती हैं? इनवॉलंटरी ऑर्गन्स के पास या आपकी बॉडी के स्मूथ मसल्स के पास. ठीक है, जिनको हम अनस्टेटेड मसल्स भी कहते हैं. आपके स्मूथ मसल्स या इनवॉलंटरी ऑर्गन्स जो होते हैं वो आपके विल के अकॉर्डिंग काम नहीं करते. ओके बेटे.